Hey guys, I'm Dave with the Trull Gallery. And today, we're going to clean up some troublesome cast iron. A few months ago, I rebuilt this vintage bandsaw and I treated the top with some paste wax. It wasn't long before the rust returned and I had to come up with a better solution to keep my table rust free. If you'd like to see those videos, I'll link them below. But for now, let's see if I can come up with a new solution to keep my table clean and smooth for a long time. When I first got this bandsaw in October, the table was in pretty rough shape. It had lived in sheds of Florida for who knows how many years. It was rusted and badly pitted. I gave it a good cleanup and 2 coats of paste wax, and I thought I was done. Sadly, a week later it had rusted again, and that meant another cleaning and more paste wax. Fast forward 4 months, and once again the humidity of Florida started to attack the cast iron. While not nearly as bad as before, I could see some surface rust starting to build up. Clearly, paste wax wasn't going to be enough to keep my table clean. The rust didn't seem too bad, so I thought I could get away with some WD-40 and a green scratch pad. I worked to clean the entire table and finally wiped it down with a clean cotton rag. Sadly, I still wasn't happy with the results. After drying the table as best I could, I put some 320 grit paper on my random orbit sander and gave it the once over. This took care of the rust pretty quickly, but at least the surface rust. I'm just going to have to live with the pitting. I followed that with some more oil and 400 grit wet dry paper. After a few minutes, I could wipe the table off with a rag to clean off the oil and the residue. It was starting to look good, so I hit it one more time with some more oil and the green scratch pad. Since the paste wax wasn't working for me, I went back to an old standby, Shield T9. I've used this for years, but I didn't have any on hand when I refurbished the bandsaw. And while you just need a light coat, this particular can seems rigged to flood the surface. I guess more is better. After I coated the table, I let it set for about 10 minutes. It's not like it's going to soak in, but I wanted to make sure that the oil had a chance to get into all the pitted areas. I wiped off the entire table, popped in the throat plate, and I was back in business. With the paste wax, rust began to appear after only a week. With the T9, the top still looks good a week later. Will it hold up over time in the Florida humidity? Well, we'll have to wait and see on that. And if you're wondering, I checked the humidity a few times over the last week, and even though this is our dry season, it ranged anywhere between 45 and 73% humidity. Yeah, it's always kind of damp here. The T9 did a great job on the cast iron. There's no sign of rust yet, and the table is really smooth. Only time will tell if this will hold up to the Florida humidity, but I have pretty high hopes. And I know there's some newfangled products out there that may be like the next greatest thing, and if the T9 doesn't hold up, maybe we'll give those a shot. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this video. What do you use on your cast iron to keep it rust-free and smooth? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear. If you enjoyed this video, maybe share it with a friend and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, maybe it's time to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified each time I put out a new video. Not sure what's coming up next, but I think it'll be interesting. With that said, guys, have a great day. Stay safe. We'll see you soon.